Welcome back to Build City, which has now a manor. Our manor has been built. I'm going to show you that in a second. Yeah, welcome back to Foundation version 1. If you missed it, the game just released, so that is really great. After many years in early access, Foundation version 1 is out and everything has changed. The graphics are way better, the gameplay has been refined, the quality of life improvements are all there. So yeah, this is our second episode. Don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the first one, where I showed you all of the basics on how to master this game and really get started with, as you can see, some houses over here, right? We have our people are living there, the well and the market too, to make sure that they're all happy. If we click on Katouche over here, she's a gathering stone. She's a miner level 1. Be great when she gets to level 2 and more. But yeah, she has access to water, to rustic food, and a house. We have also just finished building the manor, starting building it at the end of the last episode, and now it is. Actually, no, I'm lying, sorry, it is not finished. It is not finished. Why? I thought it was finished just both looking at it and also because, the quest of building it was finished, but I think it's because we have built, the main building over here, the manor house, which, by the way, we can also rename like everything in this game. So we're gonna say this is the den. This is our den. We have a great hall, basically. So with the great hall, we can select a first mandate if we want. For example, discussing a levy with your villagers or promoting villagers to a higher status, sorry. Before we do this though, let's check out in the city. There is a messenger, there's something. So advice, collecting taxes. The villagers were concerned they might not have enough coins to develop a prosperous village. After much deliberation, they decided to build a tax office and contribute by sharing some of their earning for a house tax. I like it. So we can either start this quest or we can say, no, let's not do this. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do it. We're definitely going to do it. I feel like there was also another thing that I just missed. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to start building this. We do have also started at the end of the last episode a stonemason hut where True Ward is starting to produce, some polished stone out of normal stone. And by the way, if you want your name in the game, because we've definitely already, oh, look at this. There is indeed somebody there. But before, we have put quite a few names already. We have Christophe, of course, that is in the game. I Love Comics, Justin, Gustavo. Oh, Gustavo, you're level 4. Congratulations. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you're going to be a builder for all of your life, I think. But yeah, there is somebody here. He's going to go, all the way to my manor and he's going to wait in front of the visitor entrance, which hasn't actually been built. But that's fine. So a message from the king. The kingdom acknowledges your hard work in establishing your settlement. I am but your humble servant and give me 100 coins. That is great. That is great. Now I think we have something new, which is here, the rustic church. Okay, that is cool. That is cool. We can also, do the tax office, as they said. So what we're going to want to do is either build a new manor type building, or we can edit this one to add a new functionality. So right now we have a great hall. We can click here to create now a tax office. So the tax office, we can say, for example, that's going to be, yeah, the smallest room possible is this one. We're going to put it maybe in the back of the manor because nobody wants to think about taxes, right? We're gonna put it over here, and with this could be the minimal cost for us to add a tax office. Of course, we could go crazy. I mean, we could go and build this bigger. We could also, build another manor hall, minor or bigger one. We could do everything, but this is again the minimum if you just want to have taxes now. So we're definitely going to upgrade, in the future, this manor, but for now, we haven't even built an entrance yet. That's a problem. We do need for the entrance, I think, a couple more stones and polished stones. We also need still quite a lot of planks and a couple of tools before we can finish it. So that's gonna take a minute. Oh, there is somebody else that wants to come. This one doesn't have a horse, he's just walking around. Okay, in terms of my people, I think everybody... No, not everybody has, everybody has, sorry, a house, that's fine. But now they're starting to require some services and refined food. So for the service, we can definitely give them, who is that? This is a guest, okay. We can give them, a church. So that is great that we've unlocked this. But first, let's check out this. Meeting the elders. The elders, the much respected leading men and women among the region's laborer, heard of your village and wishes to make themselves useful to your people. They brought some welcoming gifts, many tools. Your support is much appreciated. 10 tools and 10 special points. So these are the points over here. Labor influence. We're going to go into a progression, and if you look there, we have the labor sort of a path, right? And some of these, they will cost some labor points, right? You can see, for example, this costs 5. But none of those things are unlocked right now. The only thing that we could unlock are potentially more on this side. For example, we could unlock the farming. But first, I want to unlock the lumber camp improvements. I talked about this in the first episode, where with version 1, you are indeed able to unlock those improvements to your buildings, in particular the woodcutter, the lumber that we have over here, the lumber camp. We click on edit. We have not just the normal lumber camp, we have many new things. Some of them are just decoration. For example, here a woodsman tool rack or a waterproof one. So that costs quite a lot of resource, by the way, and it's just visual. But some of them are not just visual. For example, a snoring post will add 1 to the total worker capacity. So instead of having 3 workers, we could have 4. Or this, the wooden wagon can store up to 10 output. So instead of 50 wood, we could have now 60. So yeah, let's actually build just one, so I can show you. You can build it anywhere you want, but let's put it close, right? That makes sense. Shouldn't be too far. It's gonna take a minute. A couple of new people can join too. So yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but with this, after it is built, you'll be able to add 4s in the lumber camp. While we're at it, I think we should also check out. I mean, there's still quite a few trees here, so I think our replanting efforts are working pretty well. That is nice. That is nice. Actually, we have tons of wood. So that's great. That's great. The sawmill has maximum of people, so all good there. All good. What should we do next? I mean, we know that we want to do the taxes. This is actually working right now. We are finished on planks, finished on stone, almost finished on the tools, and the polish stones is slowly but surely getting there too. That's great. That's great. While this is happening, maybe we build a church. So where should we build the church? I mean, we're gonna have people here, so I think the church should probably be somewhere over here, like at the bottom of the hill, and that makes sense. And again, this is a modular building, so my church will probably look very different from yours, but that's what makes this game really amazing. And again, you have some gameplay aspects, and you have some decorations. So as with the Great Hall, we're gonna need at least 1 room, at least 1 bell tower, and at least 1 door to enter. So let's go. Let's not go too crazy. We're going to place it, as we said, somewhere over here. Rotate it a bit. Okay. We're going to have a tower in the back there. We're going to extend it slightly. We're going to then have a door in the front, or maybe on the side. Look, on the side, yeah, where the road is. I think that makes more sense. And then let's have a couple of decorations. That's going to increase the cost, of course, but I feel like otherwise this wouldn't really be, finished, let's say. So yeah, something like this. That makes sense. So it is. We have a room, we have a bell tower in the back, and we have an entrance over there. So that's going to cost us 18 wood, 7 tools, 25 planks, 3 stones, and 5 polished stone. And that's going to, by the way, also give us some clergy splendor, which is the first time we're gonna basically make some progress. Also, not just on the labor path, but also on the clergy one at the end there. By the way, we haven't unlocked the monastery or some more rustic church architecture, and we haven't done the castle either. I think what we will do next is probably toolings, because we do use a lot of tools for everything, and we haven't really been, making any tools. So I think tools is probably the next one for us. But yeah, here it is, ladies and gents. We're slowly but surely again making some progress on our manor. We have actually built this piece now and the entrance. I think what's left is just the chimney on the side here, and in the back here we also want, you know, the tax office. Maybe let me prioritize that. You can click on this arrow to prioritize it. We have a new advice. An isolated community of fishermen is looking for a kind-hearted builder. Ooh, Gustavo, maybe that's for you. They need help constructing a bridge to connect their village to the rest of the realm. They don't have much to offer, but they promise to spread the word about your generosity. So you can say, I'm not interested. You can give them 50 coins and you will gain 10 special labor coins, or you can give them your best builder that will draw a blueprint. And basically, based on the level of your builder, you're gonna have more or less chances, you know, to win. In my case, with the builder level 4, I'm gonna have 90% chance that the building, you know, works well. The blueprint is nice, so I gain 10 coins of labor, and 10% chance that it's a bit confusing, and so I only gain 5. I think this is better. I don't have a lot of money, as you can see, right? So yes, let's definitely go with this one, and we'll see. It is success. We got 10 labor coins. Great, great. Got a couple more houses here that are slowly but surely being built. Needs a bit more wood. We have a lot of wood. I think it's just maybe not enough workers in the builder's workshop. So let's add one more. Let's take these two here. How are we doing on my population? Residential space. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of residential space left. I think we can add maybe one more on this side, because it's still very close, right, to the market and to the well. And then I guess we're gonna have to start expanding maybe over here, and on this side, you know, shouldn't be where the church is, but that's fine like this. And maybe soon we'll go also for our next territory. Oh, this is the merchant, by the way, right, that is buying planks from us. We actually have 29, so it's probably gonna buy quite a lot of planks. Here it is. It bought 20 planks, so we got 20 gold coins. It's not huge, but better than nothing for sure. Okay, so yeah, we have a couple of people doing nothing. We have a mandate. Sorry, I forgot about this. So discuss a levy with your villagers. Let's check that out, right? You summon people to the Great Hall to discuss a potential levy. Your villagers don't look too happy about giving away their hard-earned coins, but you know they will pay if they have to. You can decide that it has to be done, and then we gain 72 coins, but happiness, you know, will decrease by 30%. Or you can say, forget about it, I changed my mind. Right, let's do this because my happiness is not so high right now. And then we can always come back in the future to it if we really need some money. What I do want is more, you know, having a tax office. So here it is. We have built now the tax office. So we need to assign somebody to the tax office. Here it is. It's going to be Bergelmir that's going to work in the tax office. First tax office now stand in the village promising order and prosperity. So some villagers might grumble, they know their coins are paving the way to a brighter, safer future. In particular, you know, if we want to pay some soldiers to protect the village. So it is, we have done this mission. And with this, you know, we're going to have taxation, another type of income. Obviously, we can dispatch the tax collector to collect taxes. The weight of your residential tax can be changed, of course, and increasing the tax will be better for the coins, but at the cost of the happiness. Right? And the higher the status of the villager, the more they pay. Of course, that makes sense. Build a tax office that has manor tower. Oh, I didn't see that, but that was optional, so it's fine. If we go again into our tax office, no, actually, sorry, not the tax office, into my royal book, and we have budget, where we can see, you know, how much money we're making, right? So for example, last month, we had 5 of upkeep and 96 of constructions, and we actually had no money at all, so that wasn't great, right? Instead, we're gonna want to change this. So you go into the taxation one, which is F8, and you're going to decide, okay, for the serfs, which we have 24 of them, right? How many are we going to do? Well, if we put 0, there's no impact on happiness. If we put, you know, 1, basically, it is going to be minus 5% of happiness. We go to 2, it's going to give us a lot more coins, right? 52 coins, but minus 15 of happiness. Feel like this is not too bad. We go to the max, you know, just so you can see it, it's going to be 144 coins, but the happiness is going to be like really, really bad. So I feel like this one is not bad. Let's go on this. That is good. So we have Why this not finished? We have increased taxation, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is done, and we need to have monthly profit from tax revenue above 10. So then maybe next month basically it will be done. In the meantime, we should probably start with our next mission. I did want to check my church. My church is still being built, but we're almost there. We're almost there. And this one is completely finished, right? Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's not. We're still missing some polished stone. How many people are working there? Only one. Okay, that's maybe why. There's only one stonemason, so that is not so great. That is not so great. We do want to also start on the iron, right? We have iron over here, charcoal, transform iron, into iron ore and coal into an actual iron bar, right? And then we can transform this iron bar into tools. This is going to be already a fairly complex production chain, right? But that's going to be important because we only have 13 tools right now, so we need to make sure we get started on this. The fishermen are thankful for the blueprint, as a bridge will help bring their community to the forefront. As thanks, they would like to trade a fair number of fish for your stone. Okay, the problem is I don't have any fish, so we're gonna need to make... Oh no, sorry, they want stone, and they're going to give us fish. So that is fine, we can definitely do this. We're going to start this quest. Otherwise, we could spend a bit of labor. Actually, that is not a lot of coins. Maybe we want to do this. I keep the fish, I don't need them, that's mean. But trade, I think trade is good. Let's do a trade, right? So we're going to use 5 over 25 labor points to get these 50 fish. Not that I really need the fish right now, but anyway. The church is almost done. Oh, actually it is basically done. It is basically done. You can see we are missing just a couple of tools and a couple of polished stone, but I think this is just for the decoration outside. So the actual church is ready. We can have a priest. Let's go. Who's the priest? Yeah. I don't remember if you want your name. Just put it in the comments below for the next episode. But yeah, with this rustic church, which you can also rename, tell me in the comments, what name you want. We have, of course, the service. We're gonna create a service, so people are gonna start being happy in terms of this need over here. This is limited, right? We can see how many people will actually come. Maximum capacity 24. Oh, I have 25 people. So this church is not big enough. And what's really cool is, you can choose how often the bell should be ringing and what is the sound of the bell, etc. That's really cool. That's really cool. But yeah, we got some fish and we got a church. Churches of the faith, wards of your village first church have reached the clergy. They appreciate your dedication to the faith and thus hold you in higher regard. So we gain 5 points for the clergy, right? For the influence of the clergy. Loving that, loving that. Okay, I know I said I would work now on iron, but it felt also a good time to unlock the village fence. Why? Because I want to make sure that there's really nothing being built over here on this road. I want to create this, as a nice road where my people can go from the city to the manor and to the church. So I've unlocked it, and you click over here and you can see you have multiple different types of fences, including also a gate, right? So you could have a gate. I think we didn't leave enough space there, but we could potentially have a gate over here, for example, right? That can be the gate this side. That. So let's build this gate, and let's build also another stone fence, maybe going from here to there. Okay. So we're gonna have a fence being built here, there, a gate, and then we can decide on the other side we could have the exact same. But yeah, that's some good progress over here. And what's happening? We have advised food diversity. Your villagers are very grateful for the food you provided them, yet they wish they are larger and more to offer. They would greatly appreciate if you were to give them a second source of food. Let's put food on the table, right? So we're going to produce at least one different refined food. So this is a new quest for us, right? And this quest will require us to build an additional and actually refined types of food. So this is this need here. It could be meat, bread, or cheese. Right? If we look again at our control common path, you will see both the farming over here to make some some bread, sorry, and you will see the butchering to produce balls and then transform them into meat. I think we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna do it all, of course, but let's start with this one. and we may even do that before the tools. It's a good question. No, I only have 8 tools. I think we need tools. But for the tools, look at this. If we go again back into our production and the iron camp. Now, we don't have any iron in our current territories, right? In this one or in this one here. So we're going to expand into another territory. It could be here. It could be there. Actually, on this one, yeah, there is here and there. I don't know if I can buy that territory though. We're going to have to check that out. But yeah, we know basically that we need to buy to get another territory if we want to expand into tools. So let's check that out. How much would that be? This one would be 100 in terms of the initial cost and then 5 of upkeep per month. Now we really need to be careful because we can see we are not making a lot of money right now. And if I look at my budget, last month we did make quite a bit of money because we sold 20 and we only had 18 of upkeep, and this month we made even more because we have the taxes too, so that's good. But it is basically our only option. I mean, we're not gonna go for that one, that's a bit too far. It is connected to us, but it's just a bit too far. Same for here, this is just a bit too far, and this one. And it's not bad because it's still a connection to our city, but I don't think there was any iron there. Versus here, we knew there was iron, there was also stone, so we could really make this a working neighborhood, continue to expand, you know, our city over here, for example. So yeah, that works well. We have finished, you know, the taxation mission, so that is great. And now this is why it's really time to move to this one. We have the merchant that's gonna come again. And yeah, let's just buy this one. We are basically, you know, out of money, so good that we're gonna buy a bit. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, actually we're gonna have to wait for the next episode before, you know, talking about iron. But look at this, we have now indeed this fence over here. I'm a bit disappointed. We should have moved the church slightly back. Maybe I'll do this offline before the beginning of the next episode. And then we have, you know, another fence. We have the entrance to our manor, and we can start closing it. Going back to our lumber camp, we have built the extension here. So again, instead of 3, we can now have 4. What I suggest is, you know, we used to have another woodcutter there. Maybe you take one of the person working there, you move it here. How do you do this? Well, you know, we're going to go into a book over here, and we're going to find whoever was working there. So I know Gord, for example, used to work there. He's a woodcutter level 3. So do you do this? I mean, we're going to click over here. We're going to click on the person there. Instead of clicking on the plus, we're going to click right on the person, and we're going to find a woodcutter. Gord, for example, right? We know this is. I know this is a woodcutter, and you can see by his level is actually level 3. You can also see how closely they live. You know, do they live very close or very far? So that is also really useful. So yeah, let's select him, and it is now he is a woodcutter. No, sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. This one, yeah. So now he is the woodcutter, the 4th one for this lumber camp. Great. And speaking of which, I think we're just going to destroy that one. Improving trade with Northbury. Thanks to your increasing trades, many folks are now looking to settle in Northbury. Yet the village struggled to field the extra workforce and asked if you could send them the much needed bread. We'll see to it. So the neighboring village will expect you to eventually help them by sending resources through a mandate. Okay. Yeah, let's try to do it. It does mean though, maybe instead of the meat, I should do the bread. But more importantly, as I think, you know, you can see, I'm going to build a small thing over here. I'm going to want to destroy a bit all of this wood because this is in the way of me expanding the town. So we're going to cut all of this wood. So I've made a lumber camp, right? A temporary one. We're going to assign 3 people to it. We're going to have, you know, a sawmill over here, and we're going to have a warehouse just to store, you know, these planks, which we can sell them, right, to make some more money. But yeah, that's the idea. Let's cut all of this wood so that we can expand our town over here. And then maybe in the future, we will actually also expand, you know, like cut on this side. Because I think this makes a great city. I may move at some point the market somewhere closer here, but we'll see that later on. So yeah, ladies and gents, great progress on terms of buildings, big buildings. We have a church here. We have a manor that has been fully built. Oh no, not fully, sorry. We're still waiting for a couple of polished stone, but we have built at least an extension, a very small extension for our tax office. And we've started to unlock more and more productions. Right? We're gonna start the meat. We're going to also start the tools, and our city is growing. I hope you enjoyed this one. Smash like button, and I hope to see you next time.